I got another package. It's a good thing too, because I was worried I wasn't going to get this before vacation. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. So this video, it's going to be a super crazy fast first impressions. Here we have the Anbernic RG40xxH. Okay, so let's take a look at the unboxing. So this was sent over to me by Go Game Geek, hence the awesome case, which I was super excited about. I literally just saw that. Thank you, Go Game Geek. As always, they did not see this video before it was published. All opinions are my own, and no money was exchanged in any way. So thank you, Go Game Geek. That is a pretty cool little case. We'll check that out. Let's take a look at it really super quick. Oh, it's hard. So that's a nice case. This is cool because this device, ooh. Oh, well, aromatherapy tablets. We definitely need those. But inside here, I mean, look at this. This is a very nice case. It's got some fleece in here, and it's soft, and there is a little spot where you can put your cords and whatnot. And down here, there's a little band so you can keep the device in there. Nothing on the back. Zipper's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. That is awesome. Go Game Geek's logo on there. Oh, it's embossed. That's fancy. That's very cool. Very, very cool. I'm excited about that. I always mean to get a case for most of my handhelds, and I never do. So, whatever. Okay, here is the box. The Anbernic RG40xxH. By the way, we figured out, which I kind of knew that it was before, but the 40 in front of everything. So the 35xxSP, it's the size of the screen. So this is a 3.5 inch screen. This one is going to be a 4.0 screen. So there was a lot of talk and chatter about that lately in the community when this one came up. So here we go. So the H just means that it's horizontal. You can see the tip. Oh, cool. They sent me the blue. Yay. I like blue. I like the flashy colors because, I mean, why not? It's a handheld. I mean, unless you're trying to be discreet with it, but there's always, you know, a black or a white model that you can probably get. So we'll set that aside. Let's see what we got. Anything exciting in here? Just the manual, and I'm assuming just the cable. Just your standard USB-C to USB-A. Yeah, nothing fancy. So, cool. Alrighty. We'll set that aside. Actually, we're gonna go like this with it, because why not? And here is your ASMR opening. Ta-da! Huh, that's kind of neat. Oh, the buttons are really stiff, but they feel good. They're rubber membrane connections, but they're like nice. I don't know how to explain it. If you can see, they're kind of glossy on the top, but they feel really nice. They definitely feel like you're going to have to maybe break them in, but they feel a little more premium than what I am used to with Anbernic. The D-pad is very nice. It is not really wobbly at all. When you press down on it, it's not... Yeah, I think that this will be good. It's kind of stiff, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense, for both the buttons and the D-pad. So in here we have joysticks. There should be RGB lighting on these from what I've seen. And we have L3, R3, they push in. Got start and select right there. Do a button clicky test. Like, you can't even hear those. And then there is a, whoops. And then there is a menu button down here on the left side. Yeah, that's a nice click. You should have done that with this. Oh, wait. It's okay. I'm not mad. Start with the bottom first, downfiring speakers, and there is 2 SD card slots. You can throw operating system on the TF1 and your ROMs on the TF2. On the back, it's a matte finish. It's not glossy. It's almost, there's almost a kind of a rubber texture. Not really, but it's just because it's matte, so that maybe it'll stay in your hands a little bit. There's like, it feels a little grippier. So we have the shoulder buttons, and those are clicky. I mean, we have to have something. We have to have something that's clicky on an Anbernic device. Power button, volume button, and that looks like it's some sort of LED indicator. And then we have a reset button. There is the charging port, and there's a mini HDMI headset jack at the bottom. I forgot to mention that. I think it feels really nice. It doesn't feel like you're, it doesn't feel like the shaky, rattly buttons on the 28XX or the, any of the 35XX devices aside from the SP. So I like this. So here you can see the tech specs. It's running an H700 processor, which I believe all these stats are pretty similar to the Anbernic 35xxH, and I believe that we should be getting similar performance. On the Go Game Geek website, you can see that there are a few colors that this device comes in, and there is a no games version for only $4 or $5 less than what you can get the games version. So I might just recommend getting for, I want to say it's $89.99. I'll show that on the screen here in a second. But I also have a 10% off code that you can definitely use. And also Go Game Geek does have free global shipping. Thank you again to Go Game Geek for sending me this device out for a review. Here is the version that comes with games, so it's only $4 or $5 more. I would recommend. So we should be able to get some PSP and some Dreamcast out of here, so that's cool. Again, I wouldn't get this and probably, think that you're going to finish God of War Chains of Olympus or Ghost of Sparta, but you might be able to do a little bit. I don't know. We'll test out. I will say that this is just a first impressions video, so I'm literally only going to be testing out what is on here. I'm not going to add any more games. I don't have time. And B, what I like to do with a first impressions video is just kind of, this is to show you right out of the box. It's to give you my experience. It's also to show you what you get right out of the box and what I'm noticing. So if you're going to pick this up and you are not going to add anything else, you're just going to run with how this is, everything that's on the card, then this is what you get. So there are some in the instructions, you might want to check them out later. There are some hotkeys. So, ooh, I like the RGB lights. I don't know, can you see that? Do I have too many other lights going on? Look at that. Look at those. Those are cool. I usually try to do any recording over in a different spot or later at night because that seems to work a little bit better. So we might be getting some shadows and this might be a tiny bit washed out, but the screen looks really good. It's the same kind of feeling if you have seen, it's this same type of screen that the 28XX, where the LCD is underneath it and there is that bezel. So hopefully we don't get any, I don't want to throw this out into the universe, but hopefully nobody has any issues, because on my 28XX that was peeling. The bezels on the laminate were peeling. So if you've seen an Anbernic device recently, any of the 35XX devices, that whole line, or the 28XX, I mean, this is really Anbernic's stock operating system, and it's not bad. I make fun of it just because it's a little clunky. It doesn't look great. So hopefully they do have a modified stock operating system that's out there that I threw in my review for the SP device. So I think, I'm not going to look it up at this moment, but I think that it might run on here. But either way, we have, I believe, some custom firmware options, so I'll definitely check those out as well. Here we have game rooms, which from just my take on it, I might just stick with the second one. That is the RetroArch game settings. So you can go in and there's N64 because we have sticks. So PSP, see, we got Dreamcast and Thomas Wave and all of the things and ports. App Center, so you can do a lot of things in here, but what you might want to go is into the apps section. You click on the card, and here is where you are going to go through, and these are all your system settings that you want to pay attention. If you want to set it up to do some sort of load state, save state, shaders, font size, all that jazz. That's all there. So back out of that. That's favorites. We got history, search, or settings. These are different settings. And yeah, that's about it. What happens if we hit start? That's about it. Okay. Let's take a look at the gaming, because that's why we're here, right? Steve is... I don't know where Steve is. Oh, let's go with Alex Kidd because, you know, it's a great game. Also, another thing, just side note, does anybody have an absolute love for Alex Kidd in Miracle World like I do? I mean, it's a fantastic game. It just is. Maybe it's just me, because I was a Sega kid, so. Oh, it looks like there's a shader on here. Oh, I don't like when they do that. I don't know if my camera can pick. Okay, do you see just around Alex? You can see those lines. That is a shader. So let's back out really super quick. I hate when they do this. I almost forgot. If you hit the menu button while you're in a game, it comes up with the RetroArch settings, so you can go through and do things like that. Okay, so if you don't want this shader on here, we go to apps and then shader. Sorry for the glare. Okay, so we are going to disable it. So we're going to hit A. Shader is now disabled. All right, there it is. Shader is off. I don't think the speakers are going to be a problem. I mean, you can hear speakers sound pretty good. And that is at what volume? It's at half volume. That's at like 50% volume. That's weird. When you click it, it doesn't go down. The increments are a little screwed up. That's strange. It seems to go down in 3s or sometimes 1. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Oh. There you go. Menu and start makes it exit. That's good. Oh, look, it's Earthworm Jim. Okay. If I'm ever in a crappy mood, I generally turn on Earthworm Jim, and it gives me such a nostalgic hit, and also it's such a goofball game. I just love it. It makes me happy. It is definitely a happy place game for me, even though it's really, really hard, and I end up hating crows because of this game, subconsciously. Not the dogs. I love dogs. Cow launched. We're going to go back to Master System. Everybody's got their own kind of test for the D-pad, and mine generally is this game. Well, thank you. I guess I will. Oh, it's not using the right core. That's okay. I'll deal with the music. All right. So this is just my personal test. If I know I can do surfing in California games, This is not anywhere near like the cool contra test that Russ came up with or any of the other tests that people do. This is not precision by any means. It's just from kind of muscle memory with me. The way that you have to do the surfing, and you just die. Okay. But the way that you have to do the surfing, you have to kind of go back and forth between these two diagonal points. So it seems to be okay. It's a little, like I said, it's a little stiff, but since it's a rubber membrane connection, I feel like that might get better over time. I'm hoping. It's not bad. It's just a little different. Especially, maybe I'm a little more sensitive to it because I've been playing the 35xx SP, and there is, oh, I thought I made that. And that's micro switch connections. So yes, I did terrible. That's amazing. That guy even put his helmet down. He doesn't want to be my friend. This guy right here. Oh, good. My neighbor has just decided to start mowing his grass. So we're going to do a little bit of comparison here. Here's the RGB30 by Powkitty, and screen size is a little bit different, but you kind of get the idea. They're pretty similar in size. Now we have the Miyoo Mini. Just because I have it right next to me, that's the Miyoo Mini Plus. And the Anbernic RG40xxH, which is upside down. But now you can see how big it is. And if you can see how the screen is a little similar with the lamination. Here is the SP, and that has a 3.5 inch screen. Different, obviously, clamshell, but these are all the devices that I had. So, and just to show you the thickness with the RGB30 and the SP, the 40xxH is not very thick in comparison. Now here is the 35xxH, and these are pretty similar. They're both Anbernic devices. Here you can see the buttons. They have the same kind of glossy laminated feel to them. The buttons are a little bit different colored. Here's the joysticks. The joysticks on the 35xxH look a little bit more inset or smaller. I'm not sure if they're smaller, but the 40xx, they stick out a little bit more. D-pad is very, very similar. I think they're using the same D-pad here. I mean, why wouldn't they be? It's the same company. So we are just going to jump right into the mid-tier systems. Here is Dreamcast. I scrapped a lot of my footage from earlier because my neighbor was mowing his grass, so nobody really wants to hear that. Okay, real quick, I just wanted to show, I forgot to show this earlier, sorry about that, aromatherapy tablets. I don't know what those are. But let's put it's a little big. So you can put your aromatherapy tablets in there and maybe Deadpool? No? Okay. I don't know. You could store something else right there, but that's how it goes. And case. So you might want to put something in there. It feels like there's a little bit of room and it shakes around. So put some fruit snacks in there. Maybe that's a good idea. You should put fruit snacks in. I think that's nice and soft and squishy. Then you have a snack, make sure they're bagged up, and you'll be all set. I like it. I think it's nice. It's definitely well built. I will say that the rattle and the clickiness, it's at a minimum, especially with the shoulder buttons. Playing it feels really nice. I mean, it stuttered with God of War, but I feel like that's kind of par for its course. What's weird to me is that this is very similar to the 35xxH. In fact, the specs are almost identical from what I've looked at. So I don't know why they made this. Why did they make this? But I like the curved edges. The screen's a little bit bigger by half of an inch. I don't know. The RGB lights, it's got a cool blue color. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to test it a little bit more. I'll throw some custom firmware on there just to make it fancy and see how I like it a little bit more. I'm literally leaving on vacation very soon. So by the time you're seeing this video, I'm going to take this on vacation with me and just kind of test it out and see how I like it a little bit more. So that'll be fun if I get some time with it. The big thing is that you get aromatherapy tablets, if you can see that. So I mean, that right there, that's all the rage. I like it. I'm not overly impressed by it because it kind of just feels like the same thing. Same processor that we've seen, same chipset, same all of the things. Aside from a couple slight differences that it's curved and screen size. Okay. Anyway, those are my thoughts, not yours. Leave any thoughts in the comments below if you want to see anything specific for, the final review. When I definitely let me know. The blue color's really nice. I like it. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome, everyone, and go play some games.